Yeah. Look what I've got. You'll love. Heal. Good. Look what I've. You'll love. Wait here from. Stay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Has anyone here seen Ginger?
That boy from the stud farm?
Yes, that's the one. Is he around?
No, he's not here. But he passed through not long ago on the way to Talmberg. Follow the stream to the west and you'll find more charcoal burners there.
God be with you.
If you want to ask questions, talk to me and leave the others in peace.
God save you. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Ginger from Neuhof. Do you know anything about him?
I know him. What do you want of him?
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, you'll have to go somewhere else to find him. He doesn't come here much.
I really must speak with him. A murder was committed at the stud farm, and that boy probably knows who did it. I have to get him to talk.
And you think he had a hand in it?
Hard to say. He ran away, but on the other hand, it seems he stabbed one of the attackers.
Well, when you put it like that, it's clearly urgent business. I do know him. Not personally, but I've seen him around. He's friends with the charcoal burners down by Talmberg. I know he hangs around with the twins there.
Downstream by Talmberg? Somewhere by the castle?
If you follow the river to the west, you're bound to run into them. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
Some other men have been around asking about him, but they weren't as convincing as you. Take care now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Where's Ginger? I must speak with him.
Who? There's no one of that name here.
Then where did he go? Everyone told me I'd find him here.
But he... I don't know anything at all about it. Good luck to you. Do you think that fellow is in with them?
He could be, I suppose. But what if he isn't?
If he really is one of his lordship's men, maybe he could help.
Maybe. On the other hand, he could be one of them cutthroats trying to trick us.
Oh, I doubt it. Common thieves wouldn't be clever enough to come up with a lie like that.
Only they ain't no common, are they? They're robbers and murderers and as crafty as foxes.
True enough. Let's pray he's not one of them.
God be with you.
Where are you hiding Ginger?
How did you... What the hell are you talking about?
Don't try that one on me. I know he's friends with a pair of twins from here. I'm here on the orders of Sir Hanush, and I need to talk to Ginger about the raid on the stud farm.
If Sir Hanush sent you, then you should deal with those two cutthroats who've been creeping around here asking about the poor boy. Once you take care of them, we won't have to hide him anymore.
All right, I'll deal with them. And then you'll tell me where you've got Ginger hidden, right?
Right. You get rid of them, and I'll tell you.
So where can I find these bandits?
I'm not sure exactly. There's lots of places to hide around here. But they came and went over the bridge, so I reckon they must be somewhere between here and our neighbours.
That's a lot of woods to comb through.
Not all that much. There's a path around there somewhere leading to an abandoned camp. Good luck to you.
Hey, shh. Come here. I know something.
My respects to you.
You know something about Ginger?
I might have heard something, and if you share a bit of silver with me, I might share what I know.
I'm investigating a crime, not bartering for a chicken.
Well then, I'm sure you've got some silver on you. Just give it to me, and it'll be a done deal.
And what if I bashed your face in and had you dragged off to the stocks in Rattay?
No need for that. All I wanted was a bit of silver, and instead I get the whip.
Spit it out, will you?
Well, fine. I've heard that they're hiding him in some remote cottage at the edge of the forest on the way to Uzhitz.
That didn't hurt too much now, did it?
Good luck to you.
My respects to you. God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't think this one through, did you, boys?
I'm weak at the knees.
Here! Bring it on!
Yeah, but
What's the matter? Come on! Nice. You'll get what for. Come here. Yeah. You call that quitting?
bollocks.
Bring it on. It'll be all over with you soon.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? You made a mistake getting on the wrong...
Hey, who's there?
What's that, Vic? What have we here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, well. Look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy, and
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzig, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed.
I...
Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering, and it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks, because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion. I hope we've got that out of the way. I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to report.
I need help.
Is that so? What's the matter? Did you lose your way?
No, I found those bandits. They want to kill Ginger.
Fuck! We need him alive. How many of them are there?
Just 2, but they're tough-looking brutes.
We'll see about that. After them. Lead the way.
Fucker! You'll get what for.
Well, that's the end of you. God be with you.
Well, that's that.
Aye. There's less evil in the world now. It's just a shame we couldn't squeeze anything out of them. They probably could have told us some interesting things.
They would have talked if they meant to. What's done is done.
True. And how do you fare? Have you found anything?
Not yet. But with those 2 cutthroats out of the way, my work will be easier.
All right. All right. Come and talk to me once you find something, will you? God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Come on. Yeah.
Right.
Ah! Yeah. What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Fucker. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll find you, you cur. You can't hide from me.
Yeah. You call that combat? Yeah. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. What's that? What's going Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
You don't have to worry about those bandits anymore. I've dealt with them.
Really? And I suppose I have to take your word for it.
If you want proof, I can take you to them. Maybe I should have brought you their heads.
I'll take your word for it. All right, a bargain's a bargain. Ginger is hiding out in a ruined hut not far from here. You go along the road to Ujits until you see a path to the right that leads to a small spring. There's an overgrown path that leads from there right to where Ginger is. Keep your eyes peeled, though. You could easily miss it.
Good. Thanks for your help.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
To heal, Mutt.
Wait here.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Uzhitz, and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Uzhitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Uzhitz, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Uzhitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started?
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Uzhitz came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, ma'am.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognised him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
There's no need to fear vengeance. The bandits who were looking for Ginger are in hell, and no one else knows about him.
But what if they find out somehow?
The only way they could find out would be a holy vision. Anyway, I reckon they'll have more pressing concerns than coming back here.
Well, all right. Let him come back. But he'd better not do anything like that again. Good luck then.
Yeah.
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing except if you're ever travelling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Yeah.
Good day to you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been. Farewell.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Ujits. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
That's all I've found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new. Farewell.
Yeah.
Good health to you. May the Lord watch over you.
let's talk about the price.
All right, so.
Are we agreed?
Oh, it'll take more than that to persuade me. Finally, a reasonable sum. May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well,
what do you say to this?
Well, that sounds pretty interesting.
Agree?
I'd almost shake. Aye, that would do it. May the Lord watch over you.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
Agree?
That's not enough.
All right. And now?
That's not enough. Finally, a reasonable sum. Take care now.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Since it's you,
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, lad, don't you want a little wager on the ratte tourney?
Henry,
Hey,
I'm
lad,
so glad to see you.
Don't you want a little wager on the ratte tourney?
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. I've got lots to do right now. But I'd love to go another time. Will you come and see me again?
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
I've brought you something.
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune. But I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
Yeah.
God save you, good knight. What do you need? Goodbye.
Good day to you. God be with you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so?
What do you say to this?
It's not worth it to me.
What about this?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
All right. And now?
Close. Drop the price a bit more.
I'll go for that.
Take care of it.
I'd like to discuss...
Aye?
Here you are, with a little top-up.
My word, thank you kindly.
God be with you. God be with you. God be with you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
Satisfied?
That's too much.
You're flaying me here.
A nice sum. Finally, I read.
Everything for the house, garden and field. Knives, axes, rakes, hoes. Get the best right in.
Fred feet, just this morning. Fred! fresh
house.
bread.
Garden
Bread.
Good health to you, sir.
Bread beef, just this morning. Bread.
Take care now.
Let's talk about...
Why not?
Satisfied?
You're a right pinch purse.
You're flaying me here.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Some change for you here. Thank you. God be with you. Farewell.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
What about this?
That's better. Drop in a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
My last offer.
We're getting there.
That's a sum I can live with.
My respects to you.
God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good health to you.
What's life like in Ratai?
Life is good here. By God's mercy, the war's passed us by so far. There's nothing but them refugees to disturb the peace.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanish?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanish is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes and the countryside ain't safe. But they've been here too long. Some of those buggers have got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
May the Lord watch over you.
I could do with a bite to eat. God be with you. Good luck to you. I'd like to discuss the price. Aye. Here you are, with a little top-up. My word, thank you kindly. What's life like in Rattay? We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that. And we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We got a beautiful church and fine alehouses. Farewell. Let's have a word about the price. Sure, why not? Are we agreed? You're a right pinch purse. All right. And now? Well, a little. I'll go for that. Yeah. I think I've mastered the basics of combat. Could you teach me something a bit more advanced?
I see. And what weapon are you such a master at?
I'm pretty good with a sword.
You're a bit cocky, ain't you? All right then, let's see what you can do. If you're as good as you think you are, I'll teach you some master strikes.
I'm ready.
Stand there, take your weapon, and fight. If you look like you know what you're doing, I'll teach you a trick or two.
Yeah!
Enough. That will do. That wasn't at all bad. All right, it seems you're ready for the next lesson. Now, pay close attention. I'll teach you the most important thing. It's good to be able to attack. It's good to be able to fend off your opponent's blows. But the best is when you're able to do both at once. A master stroke is when you parry your opponent's blow and strike him at the same time. Attack me, and I'll show you how it's done. See? I parry and strike in one move. There's no defense against this technique if it's executed well. The thing is to time it right. Block right into your opponent's strike and match your movement to his. One elegant technique and the fight is won. Try it. I'll attack slowly. You parry. Good. Nice. Very good.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
I'd like to train a bit, just lightly, with practice weapons.
Right. Let's get to it. What weapon would you like to try? I've got a bastard sword, a short sword. We can fight with poles. Whatever you fancy.
I'll try the mace, the armor smasher. Just on its own.
Right, lad. Grab your piece. We'll get stuck in. The predella. You asked for it. Take that! Oh dear, did that hurt? God! Here! Come on, then. Gone weak at the knees, have you? Yeah. Take that!
Ah, shit! Leave me be! Enough! You win! Yeah.
Flour, eggs, carrots and apples. Yeast today to put a smile on your face. You'll be able to feed that whole family with fresh bread.
My respects to you. Farewell.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye. Why not?
What about this?
More.
All right. And now?
Well, now, a little more and we'll shake on it. Aye, that would do it.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
I'm from Scullets, good folk. You all know what happened there. Help your neighbor.
Yeah.
My fine wares will brighten your every day.
Yeah.
I'd like to train, but I want real combat with real weapons.
A bit cocky, ain't you? But all right. I like a man with a bit of piss and vinegar in him. You'll never learn as much with a wooden sword as with a real weapon. The old master swordsman says a true apprentice of the martial art should be wounded at least once. Some say he should even try what it's like to die. But that's blasphemy. Let's fight then. Have no fear, I won't kill you. But you might get hurt, and if you do, I won't bandage you. You'll have to deal with the consequences yourself. What weapon will you try?
I still don't feel entirely competent with the bastard sword. I'd like to try that.
Right, lad. Grab your piece, and we'll get stuck in. Ah!
What's up?
Cunt!
Ow!
Give up? Yeah! Oh! Fuck! Yeah! Not a good move. Fucker! Well ended. I yield. Enough! Yeah!
God be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Agree?
That's not enough.
Are we agreed?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Yeah. You'll find it nowhere else.
Handy implements.
God be with you. Take care now.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Since it's you,
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
since it's you,
Come now, just a little more and we have a deal. All right, so.
I could do with a bite to eat.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse, them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
Take care.
I'd like to...
Why not?
This, and a little something on top, for good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Yeah. I'd like to train, but I want real combat with real weapons.
A bit cocky, ain't you? But all right. I like a man with a bit of piss and vinegar in him. I'll never learn as... Some say he should... Let's fight then.
I still don't feel...
Right, lad. Not a good...
God!
Ow! Ow!
Take that! Your end is nigh.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah! Fuck it! You asked for it. Huh? Are do predela.
Ow!
Oh dear, did that hurt? No!
Ow!
Yeah! Yeah! God damn!
Ow!
I'll have you. I'll have you. Yeah! Yeah!
Ow!
Yeah! You gonna cry now?
I yield. Enough!
Yeah. Yeah.
Bread baked just
Garlic,
this morning.
carrots, beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground. Fresh. Come right up.
God be with you.
That'll even make your man cry like a little laugh. Come and buy some.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
What about this?
That's not an...
Since it's you.
Well, a little...
I knew we...
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
Jesus Christ be praised. May the Lord watch over you.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
What do you say to this?
That's a poor...
Is this enough?
Cože je
Well,
to za dědina, nedaleko Hodonína? Je tam studenka
Oh, that's a decent...
kamenná a v ní vodenka studená.
Good luck to you.
Nechodíval bych
Let's have a
do
word about the
šejchu,
price.
nešidíval bych šeker.
Naturally.
What do you say to...
More.
All right.
Well now. See now, I knew...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
make a fine treat. Feel free to have a knock.
Good day to you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. Oh, and another thing. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
All right. For how long?
How about if I pay you for several nights?
No problem, but you pay in advance.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price? Is this enough?
That's not enough.
My last offer.
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it. You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings. Farewell. Onions will make you weep like a baby. But oh, wait until you get them in your mouth. Come right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
have a look at those melons. Wouldn't they make a fine treat? Feel free to have a knock.
God be with you. Take care now.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
Agree?
You won't convince me with that.
Satisfied?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. No. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
I read the page.
So tell me, Discipule, what's written there?
Nullus est liber tam malus, ut non alique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Lovely, delicious cabbage!
Stop him, someone! The bastard! Catch him! I'll slaughter you! You showed him. Thank you, that thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know I'm no pinch purse, here's a small reward.
Thanks.